I brought the book for you.
Well, he can read it when he leaves.
Pappy, tell the story about how
Okay.
you became not ticklish anymore.
Well, she used to just point her finger at me and just fall over. So when I got in the Army, well, they found out I was ticklish. Well, one Sunday it was raining, and we couldn't work. So they, 3 or 4 of them got me down on the floor. And we fought and fought and fought and fought. They finally got my head under the bed and sat on me. They started tickling me. I thought they was gonna kill me. And after that, I never have been ticklish anymore.
They almost tickled him to death.
Hey, will you get your mama?
Justin was telling me about Fort Ord. And I said, well, the main thing I remember is Fort Ord. Well, I was back here sleeping, and the mess hall was way up here in front.
Yeah.
And so I was going through here, and as I was going through, you had to go through a room, had a big table there. And an old boy that lived down there with the Good Cannon Company, him and 2 or 3 other guys that I knew, they were playing poker. And so I just kind of stopped or slowed down and talked to Charlie. And so while I was talking to him, the MPs come in there and they raided the place. And I was in there. I just got through it. It didn't make any difference, I was in there. So we went up there and we washed everything in the kitchen. And finally the sergeant come in. And you know how tea was kind of string. So everything we had that we could find, we had to put in the sink and get some Purex and fill it up and then clean them all up.
That was your punishment?
That was my
What
punishment.
kind of fun were they playing?
I don't know what they was playing.
What did you do?
He wasn't playing. He was just walking.
Dreamed last night that early this morning that she was on the telephone
Who was?
and I walked in here and she had the water going just wide open and both them sinks were full and there was a waterfall coming over and she's sitting back here just,
Talking on the phone, huh?
I mean, water was everywhere. So I had to get a bunch of towels and sheets and start wiping the water up. I didn't tell her about it.
Well, I guess she knows now.
Tell me, Mom, next time you get, they know. How do they know where this 40 acres ended and this 40 acres started?
I wondered that myself so many times.
Because they had to go stake out their claim.
Pick me.
Okay, Justin knows the answer.
They started out.
Justin knows the answer.
No, go ahead. If he
Okay.
knows it.
They started out right here.
Yeah.
But all this is growed up. Well, you might be over here, and somebody else might step over here. What did you say?
It was all.
Let's see, what was it?
Was it?
Beech nut.
Tobacco?
Beech nut.
Yeah. Tobacco.
Well, I worked with this old boy. His daddy worked at the casket factory where they made caskets. Well, they couldn't nobody smoke in there, so he chewed his tobacco. Well, his son was in the same class I was in, and I guess we was in the probably about the 9th or 10th. So I went across the street, and for dinner I always eat a Mr. Goodbar and drunk a RC Cola. So I eat that candy, and so I got me a brand new package of beech nut. I'd always just bumped off of him a little bit, but I never did buy none myself.
Yeah.
But I bought some that time myself. So I stayed over at the store a little too long, and the bell rung, and there's a rock wall about that high around our school, and it's just as I jumped that rock wall, I was pretty fat, and I hung my toe on it,
Oh
and
no.
I like that, and I swallowed that.
Oh no.
So I went on up, and me being the biggest boy in the class, well, the woman teacher, is in the wintertime, we had the big coal stove. Well, it's my job to keep that coal stove going good. So I went up and got to look, and the bucket was empty. So I went down to the coal shed, and I didn't go in the shed. I went behind it, and I vomited and vomited. Oh, I got sick. And I threw my
Beach nut?
beach nut away just as far as I could throw it. I went in there and got me a scuttle full of coal and went back, and she said something to me about me being gone a long time, but I don't know what I asked her, but anyway, she noticed it, didn't know it. So anyway, well, that stopped mine. And then Ricky, he was about the same way. Now Ricky's our youngest son. He was sitting there one morning, and they waiting for a load, and there's about 10 or 15 older men sitting there on concrete blocks waiting for a load of sand or something. So Ricky got a load going over in Oklahoma, and so he stopped at Uterman Grocery, and he got him a plug of Red Star.
Chewing tobacco.
So he was going across the bridge. Well, it began to hit him, and he got that
He
stuff.
swallowed some of
Said
the
it's not
juice.
near as good as them old men act like it was. He gets it out and throws it just as far as he could get it. So he never did. I don't think he got too sick, but anyway, he never did.
So neither of y'all